There are breaking updates coming in. The Nehru Papers row has been reignited as the PM Memorial member has now written to Rahul, a historian, asking Rahul to return the papers. The controversy now being reignited with a member of the PM Memorial writing to Rahul Gandhi. The historian has asked Rahul Gandhi to return the papers. This comes amid the debate. Remember, in the parliament as well, the debate has veered back to Nehru, with the opposition accusing the centre of going back to the Nehru issue time and again. Meanwhile, in his speech, the Prime Minister had also spoken about Nehru. Now, it had started off a war of words time and again. It has happened, as we've seen previously as well. In the debate on the Constitution, the Prime Minister had also spoken about the Nehru legacy, and he had said that the Constitution had been violated then. Now we have more details coming in. Remember, the opposition time and again has also been hitting out at the BJP, accusing it of going back to the debate of Nehru time and again. So a plea has now been written, and it is addressed to Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi, with the charge being that Sonia Gandhi is in possession of the letters. The appeal from the historian being for returning of the letters. So the entire controversy has now been revived yet again. Remember, time and again, the topic of Nehru comes up in the political war of words that we see play out every single day in the parliament as well. And now we have more details coming in. In fact, we have a reaction also coming in from the BJP on the same. The BJP has hit out at the Congress party over these missing papers, with Sambit Patra leading the BJP's attack on the Congress party, accusing Sonia Gandhi of hiding letters by Nehru. So Sambit Patra taking to social media X, and this is what he says. This is intriguing. From what today, the Prime Minister's Museum and Library, and formerly Nehru Museum and Library, the then UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi took away 51 cartoons of letter written by Nehru to various personalities, including Edwina Mountbatten. In the recently concluded AGM of the PMML, one of the members has written to Rahul Gandhi and sought his help in getting back the letters from his mother, Sonia Gandhi. My colleague Pragya is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Pragya, the controversy breaking out with the BJP accusing Sonia Gandhi of having letters written by Nehru. What are the details?
So basically, this is the first time that it has been placed on record that Miss Sonia Gandhi, who was the UPA chairperson then, had deputed in fact a representative and had called these papers that belong to Mr. Nehru, and these are the letters that he had written to Edwina Mountbatten, also Albert Einstein, and there are other Aruna Asaf Ali, Jayaprakash Narayan. There are so many tall leaders that he has written this letter to. These were the property of, in fact, I would say, the Nehru Memorial Library, which is now the Prime Minister Museum and Library. In fact, this was discussed in annual general meeting last year, and it was deliberated upon that legal matter, the legal advice should be sought before approaching Miss Sonia Gandhi to give back the letters, and it was already done. And in fact, if you remember, this became a point of contention between the Congress and also the government when the Nehru's papers went missing. In fact, it was also seen that there were many cartons that were taken away from the memorial and in fact taken back to Miss Sonia Gandhi. This is what the sources are saying. And in fact, this is the first time that a letter also has been written to Rahul Gandhi. In fact, asking back these papers, and these papers as his property of Prime Minister Museum, they are demanding that these papers should be given back. And this is, the whole team of the museum is also working on it.
And Pragya, I request you to stay with us for just a moment. We have Mr. Sambit Patra himself joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Sambit Patra. This is the first time that it has been placed on record that the then UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi is in possession of a lot of letters written by Nehru.
In fact, this is quite intriguing. It is interesting as well. Just imagine, what today is the Prime Minister Museum and Library, what was in the yesteryears known as Jawaharlal Nehru Museum and Library. In fact, it had all the letters of the former Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, which he had written to various personalities across the globe. And today it possesses letters of all the prime ministers, including Narendra Modi ji and other prime ministers who have contributed to the country. These are national properties, national treasure, I would say. Astonishingly, what comes to the limelight today because of the news articles which have been published. Recently, the AGM meeting was held. And in the AGM meeting, what comes out to the light was, way back in 2008, the then UPA chairperson and one of the tall leaders of the country, Sonia Gandhi, in fact, she took away 51 cartons of letter which Nehru had written to various personalities of the world, including many of these letters were between the correspondence between Nehruji and Edwina Mountbatten. So what was the need for these letters to be taken back? And up till now, the letters have not been returned. And interestingly, if you would go into the history, you would find that there was a decision taken that in 2010, all the letters of Pandit Nehru and others, whatever property that was present in paper, that would be digitized. So that the digitization process started in 2010. So before this decision of digitization process, the letters were taken to somehow, censor the letter from reaching the people of this country. My question is, what was in this letter? What was so secretive? What was it that the then government and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi did not want the world to know? Now, after the AGM meeting, one Mr. Rizwan Kadri, who in fact is the member of the PMML, he has written a letter to Rahul Gandhi ji, the LOP, that please ask your mother and the then leader who has taken away 51 cartons of letter to return those letters to the original owner, that is the PMML. So I hope the LOP complies, and I hope they return the letters. I hope these letters find its way to digitized process, and I hope that why this thing was committed at the first place would get clear with time.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast, Mr. Sambit Patra. The historian Rizwan Kadri has written a letter to Rahul Gandhi and has asked for these letters to be returned. What was in these letters? Why was it taken by Sonia Gandhi? These are the questions that have been raised by the BJP. Big political fallout expected. We're keeping a track of the developments there. This remains our top focus story. We'll be right back after a very quick break.